Hey, Patricia. Okay. So feet in loops, no buttons in. And we're going to start by doing bicep curls. Palms are going to be facing forward, just a bend and straight. Bend and bend. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're going to pause with the elbows bent and squat down and up. Squat down and up. See, Kim, if you can widen your feet and turn your feet to parallel. So everyone, you want to go parallel. Andrea, widen your stance and you don't want to be turned out. We're going for parallel. Good. Getting those sits bones back. Kathy, check to make sure your knees don't cave in when you squat down. For 5, 4, 3, 2. And on this one, you're going to squat and hold. Now you bring the elbows in line with the shoulders, then you lower them back down. Bring the elbows up, lower back down. Good. This is about getting your biceps to lift those elbows. Still keeping the 90-degree angle. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring the elbows down into your side. Shift all your weight into your right leg. Bring the left leg up and then back out. And you're going really wide with that left foot. Check your arm bar. Keep it parallel to the ground. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shift all the weight into that left leg. Bring the right leg up, up. Stay low, low. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shift the weight back to center. Lower the arms down, keeping into your squat. Switch the grip of your hands, and you're still in your squat. You're going to bend the elbows up, back down, up. Good. Elbows go wide. Now, at any point, let's go ahead and put a second button in if you want to do some more challenge for the arms. Up. If this feels fine, keep it here. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Pause with the elbows bent. Rotate the arm bar. Wrists are, palms are facing forward. Elbows drop down. You stand up and press up. Squat down. Stand up, press up. Squat down. Now when you press up, you want to be going slightly forward. Don't go directly overhead. Good, Kathy. Good, Patricia. Good, Emily. Good, you've all got it. Up. And so with that pressing forward slightly, you're going to get into that underarm, that serratus, and you want to keep those shoulders engaged into the socket. Emily, make your elbows more narrow. Like we did on the core line. Eyes of the elbows towards the ceiling, everybody. Behind you. Good. For 3, 2. Last one. Pause with those arms up. Walk the feet in. High knees, high knees, high knees. Now, with this arm bar above the head, check in with your ribs. Keep those shoulders plugged in, ribs drawing down towards your pelvis. No arching of the low back. Up, up. Squeeze the glutes, pull the triangle in. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bend the elbows down. Lower the arms down, switch your grip back to palms facing forward. Bend your elbows to a 90-degree angle, bring the feet together. Hinge forward, stick that tailbone out, and right leg kicks back, then comes in. Back, in, back, in, back, in, back, in. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep that leg back. Now, That front leg is going to straighten as you come up into an arabesque. Holding up. Let's bend and straighten the floating leg. Now, check in with your arm bar. You want to keep it parallel to the ground. Good. Back, back. So you're doing this donkey kick now, keeping the leg floating for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up tall. Place the foot down. Lower the arm bar down. Inhale here. Exhale, roll down the spine, letting the arm bar come down towards the ground. Let the arm bar rest on the ground so you can switch your grip. Build the spine back up. Once your spine is upright, bend the elbows, 90-degree angle. Hinge forward, stick the tailbone out. All the weight goes into the opposite leg. Place the foot back. So we're doing the same thing for the other side. We've changed the grip of the hands. All your weight is in your opposite leg. Back, back. Yeah, all the weight's in that right leg. Back. For 3, 2, 1. Then stand up tall, hinge forward, arabesque, and floating donkey kicks. Challenge the core, challenge the balance. Check in with your pelvis, make sure it's square to the ground. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Stand up tall, place the foot down, and we're gonna just straighten the arms down, round forward so that your hands come towards the ground. Then you're just gonna bend your knees, sit on down. Straighten the legs straight out in front of you. We're gonna switch the grip so that the palms are gonna be facing the ceiling. Legs can be slightly bent, and we're just gonna roll back into a C curve and then come back up. My elbows are bent at my side, so when I roll back, I engage the shoulders, I bring the arm bar with me without rounding the shoulders forward. Roll back, come up. Roll back, come up. Roll back and hold. Bring the right leg to tabletop. Straighten the right leg forward, bend it back in. Straighten it forward and in. Now, with this foot in the strap, you got to tilt that pubic bone. You want to keep the body as still as possible in this C curve. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the foot back down on the ground. Both legs are straight. Roll the rest of the way down to the tips of your shoulder blades, the very bottom, and then you're going to hold here. Straight leg lifts up, that same leg straight up, that down. Right leg, then you're in now just a thoracic flexion, meaning your mid back and your neck. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause when the leg is hovering just off the ground. It's straight, that right leg, and you're going to open and close. Now see, with this opening and closing, if you can keep your pelvis completely still, you're pulling your core in and towards the ground. Elbows are still bent. For 5, 4, arm bar should be staying still. 3, really working that right shoulder stability. 2, 1, and bring the foot back to center. Place the heel down, bend the knees slightly, drawing the heels towards the sits bones. Roll the rest of the way back up onto your sits bones. Stack up tall. Switch the grip of your hands. Bend the elbows now, bringing the arm bar closer to your shoulders. Roll back into your C curve. Draw the shoulder blades down. Left leg comes to tabletop. You're going to straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Good. Good. Trying to keep that upper body as still as possible. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Pause with the legs straight. Roll the rest of the way down just to the tips of your shoulder blades. Straight leg, that left leg is going to lift and lower, lift and lower, lift. So trying to really get your shoulders to support your neck. At any point it becomes too much for your neck, you can always rest either up on your sits bones or lying flat. For 3, 2. Pause with the leg down, left leg down, hovering just off the ground. You're going to open and close the leg. Open and close. Open, close. Open, close. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bend the knee, drawing both heels towards your sits bone so you can place both feet on the ground. Lower the head and shoulders all the way down. Now, your elbows are still bent. You're going to straighten the arms towards the ceiling. Bend the elbows back down. Straighten the arms up. Bend back down. Good. Straighten up. Bend down. Straighten up. Bend down. So it's like you're doing a press up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and you're going to pause with those arms straight up towards the ceiling. Good. Now find your heels. Now anybody, if this starts to cramp as we're up in your bridge, if your hamstrings cramp, lift the balls of your feet, your toes off the ground. Lift your hips up. And again, if this starts to cramp in the hamstrings, you just lift the whole front of your foot up. And then from here, straighten your right leg straight out in front of you. Now, reach the arm bar above your head. With that leg straight out in front of you, the arm bar is above the head. Right leg's going to come up towards the ceiling as you bring the arm bar towards the ceiling. Lower the leg back down as you reach the arm bar above you. So we're just moving the arm bar towards the ceiling as the leg comes towards the ceiling. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause with the arm bar above the head, legs straight out in front. You're pushing the arm bar above the head, getting those shoulder blades to separate. We're going to paint 5 circles with the floating leg. 5, 4. Shoulders pull down away from the ears. Sternum drops away from the ceiling. 2, 1. 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that leg straight. Lower the sits bones and the hips all the way down. So you still have that right leg straight out in front of you. The arm bar is above the head. Now, you're going to paint the ceiling with the arm bar. Look down the nose, roll the spine up. You keep the leg exactly where it is. You bring the arm bar in front of you. It's a single leg teaser. Then you're going to roll back down. Reach the arm bar above the head. Reach the arm bar back up towards the ceiling. Look down the nose. Roll the spine all the way back up. Coming up, that single leg teaser. Good. Kathy, lift the chest, lift the chest. And roll back down, roll back down, roll back down. Arm bar comes above the head. You're going to bend that right leg. Then straighten the left leg. And left leg lifts up towards the ceiling as the arm bar comes up towards the ceiling. Then lower the leg, lower the arm. So same movement for the shoulders, different leg. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, pause with the leg down, pause with the arms above the head. We're going to just open and close the leg. Open and close. Open, close. Open, close. For 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to do that single leg teaser again. You pause with that leg reaching forward. You're pressing the arms above your head. Paint the ceiling with the arm bar. Look down the nose. Roll up. Come all the way up onto those sits bones. Roll back down. Good. Reach that arm bar above the head. Inhale here. Exhale. Paint the ceiling. Look down the nose. Roll up. Good. And roll back down. This is going to be your last one. Then we're going to go into a double leg teaser. Paint the ceiling with the arm bar. Look down the nose. Roll up. Okay, from here, let's just straighten the opposite leg. So both legs are straight. Okay, roll down. Keep those legs exactly where they are. Reach the arm bar above the head. Paint the ceiling with the arm bar. Look down the nose. Roll up, flattening out that low back. The legs don't move ever. Lift the chest up into that teaser. Good, Cam. Now, lift, Kathy, lift, lift. Good. Roll back. Last one. Paint the ceiling with the arm bar. Look down the nose. Roll up, up, up. Good, Patricia. Lift those legs. Good, Emily. And from here, you're just going to let your legs lower down. Bring the arms forward. Bring your hands out of that arm bar. Low shoulders. Shake them all out. So you should be feeling that back line from all of that opening. You want to keep those arms open as you switch the arm bar to underneath your feet. Again, I have a button in on each side. If you really want to work your shoulders extra hard, we can put in that second button. Listen to your body, you decide. But you should have probably at least one button in, unless your shoulders or elbows are hurting. So you have the arm bar around, pressing into your feet. Hands are going to come into the straps. Okay, we're going to be working the shoulder stabilizer. So all that work of opening the chest, keep them drawn back. Hands are in the strap. Bend your elbows and hinge back. So we're hinging back here. Keep the spine in neutral. There's no curve of that low back. You keep your chest lifted up. Your heart should be pointing where your ceiling and wall meet. Holding here. Now straighten the arms and bend. This is going to work your back extensors and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause with the arms straight. Turn your palms to face each other. Now, you're going to bend your elbows down and in, and you're rowing, keeping that spinal shape of neutral. You're hinged back. Bend in and straighten. Now, feel the difference in the back work. So right now, our backs are really working to keep the spine here. Tilt the pubic bone, roll back into your C curve, and see how that stretches out the back muscles and makes the core work that much harder. So now you're in your deep C curve. Good. Now we're going to keep both arms straight on this one. Let's bend the left arm in, rotate to the left, just the left arm, rotate in. And as you're doing this, you have to push forward with that left foot so that the arm bar does not move. You want to keep it on equally, pulling into both feet. Rotate, rotate for 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch arms. Right arm bends in as you rotate, and you're pulling in narrow. Good. Now push forward with your feet. Don't let that arm bar move. So whichever side you're rotating towards, that foot has to push harder. Patricia, see if you can rotate back to center more. Good. Emily, see if you can tilt your pubic bone, roll back a little bit. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, last 1. Straighten the arms forward. Roll the rest of the weight down. Roll down. Okay, toes are up towards the ceiling. Turn your palms to face the ceiling. And bicep curl. Now, if the arm bar is up by your toes, move it so it's down near your heels. We do not want an arm bar floating up off the feet and up towards you. It doesn't feel good. I speak from experience. For 5, 4, 3, and we've made it as heavy as you can maintain. Pause with the elbows bent, making a 90-degree angle. Fingertips are towards the ceiling, palms are facing you. Now it's like as if you're trying to flap wings. You open your arms out to the side, you bring them back to center. The wrists move with the elbows. You open, good, close. Open. Now this is not about trying to get the maximum range of motion out to the side. It's going to your range of motion. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears for 3, for 2, last 1. Bring the elbows back into your side. Straighten the arms forward. Look down the nose, roll all the way up. Let the straps come to out of your hands, shake it all out. What we're gonna do, you might have to shift where your armbar is. We're gonna take out all the buttons. We're gonna do some extension work with the armbar behind our feet. So again, you're gonna shift to your stomach, putting the armbar behind your feet. Now, again, you can't point your feet flat. They have to be kind of as if you're doing plank feet without putting pressure into it. So you have your hands in the straps. The arm bar is underneath the balls of the feet. And then you're gonna just straighten your legs. And I have my feet as if I'm like getting ready to go into a plank. And then you're lying down on your stomach. Good, Kathy. Good, Patricia. Now, Emily, you're not gonna need your block, just so you know, because we're not gonna be putting pressure up. So now, my hands, both hands are in the strap. What you're gonna do, keeping your chest down, reach your arms forward, floating off the ground, and then bend them back in. Reach forward, back in. So now lift your face off the ground a little bit so you come up into a little bit of extension. You're lifting from in between the shoulder blades, lifting up as you reach forward, and feel the breadth across your back, letting those shoulder blades separate. Forward, back in. Forward, back in. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2. And you're going to pause with those arms straight. Now open the arms out to the side. Bring the arms back up. Open and close. So it's like you're opening those arms out to the side. Good. Keep that chest lifted up. For 3, 2. Now pause with those arms straight up, biceps by ears. Lift up higher and controlled swimming of the hands. You lift one arm, then the other arm. Lift, lift, lift. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. Lift your chest up higher. Push the pubic bone into the mat. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your elbows. Reach your arms back behind you. And just rest for a second, lowering your chest down. Now you can side bend, place one strap in the home position, and then push yourself back into a child's pose. Place your other strap in the home position. And we're just gonna come to a cat-cow position. Round the spine up, extend the spine back. Round up with nothing to do with the arm bar, and back. So that loaded extension is very different. Okay, so now we're gonna get the, complete the motor. I feel like it's a transformer now. You're gonna place your arm bar in the roller, put the lid on, very important. And then it's gonna be lying flat on the ground and you're gonna be facing the arm bar. You're gonna be laying across the motor for feet in, or foot. We're gonna be doing side lying. So you're gonna be laying across the motor so that we can do side lying. And you wanna be back away from the arm bar. And then once you have that set up, we're gonna keep the buttons out. So no buttons in. So this is gonna work stability and mobilization. You have gravity pushing down on this top leg. So you're gonna have to really keep it lifted. We're going for parallel to the ground. Then that top arm is gonna reach across. We're gonna be doing arm and leg together, because why not? Reach down over your hip with your arm. Good. Now, while your arm is on the ground, push away. Don't just get lazy and sink into your shoulder. Push away from the ground. Reach that hand out, lift the leg up. Arm comes forward as leg comes forward. Reach him back. Good. Now, while you're doing this, pull in the triangle. Pull that triangle in. Good. Forward and back. Good. leg forward, arm forward. So they're matching each other. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the arm at your side, kick the leg forward. Now, bend your elbow and bend your knee. Straighten your leg, straighten your arm down in line with you. Bend and straighten. So we're doing knee flexion and elbow flexion. But you have to kick that leg straight out in front of you to get the load into the hip. Good. And then everyone check your knee that's floating. Is it rotated towards the ground? Make sure that it's pointing straight towards the wall. It's completely parallel, no internal or external rotation of the hip. And on this one, you're going to pause with arms straight, legs straight. Good. Let's paint 5 circles each direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the leg down. Keep that arm up. Reach the arm up towards the ceiling. Take a small little side bend. And then you're going to just slide the leg back. It's still on the ground, but now it's in line. So you're making a long straight line. Bring the hand back down. Push yourself up. Okay, now lift the top leg so it's floating. Reach the arm forward. Okay, now leg's going to lift up towards the ceiling as the arm lifts up towards the ceiling. Up. So you should be pulling into the strap, pulling the arm behind as your leg lifts and lifts. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause when the arm's parallel. The leg is parallel. We're going to paint our circles here now. 5. Push away from the motor with your bottom elbow. 3, 2, 1. 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep them floating. Now, from here, bend just your knee, bend just your elbow, and then straighten arm, straighten leg. So it's the same movement that we did before, but we've changed the placement of the shoulder and of the knee. It doesn't work as well. You get a little bit of bicep, and you get a little bit of knee flexion with that load, but you still have to stabilize. You just don't get as much force from the avocados. For 3, for 2, last 1, and rest the hand back into the strap. Now, Emily, if you can grab your block, because we are going to be doing planks. You keep your top foot in the strap. You're going to come to an all fours position with your strapped leg behind you. So it's kind of like a peg-legged all fours. You can come up onto your hands, or you can come up, or you can stay on your elbows. Draw your shoulder blades down. You're going to straighten your strapless leg too. So you're in your plank. Find the plank position that works for you. If it feels better to be on your knees, just make sure you have your hips flat. But you're in your plank. Let's bend in the strapped knee. Now, focus on your back here, everybody. Pull that triangle up and in. In, in, in. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that leg straight. Let's paint 5 circles each direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way in. Bring that foot out of the strap. Shake the wrists out. Shake the body out. Before we do the other side, we're going to sit on the motor facing the arm bar. Now, you can sit with your knees straddling. You can sit with your feet on here. What we're going to be doing is working our back line. So I'm going to be kneeling and sitting. Place a button in on both sides. So then from here, you can stay down like this. This works just as fine. You can stay here. If you really want to challenge your inner thighs, you're going to come up to this high kneeling position. So with the button in, you have to use your inner thighs to keep the motor from moving. So that's going to be your accountability. Check where it is right now. Squeeze those inner thighs. Pull back. Pull back. Don't let the motor move. Good. Now keep that chest lifted. Lift it. Good, everybody. For 5, 4, 3. Keep the arms pulling back in 2 and hold them here for 1. Now hinge forward from your hips. Stick your butt out behind you. The hand should still be above your body. Kathy, see if you can stick your tailbone out more. Patricia, drop your sits bones closer to your heels. Emily, pull up, and then shoulders down away from ears. Good. Good catch on balance. Squeeze those inner thighs. And now let's just bend and straighten the elbows. Bend and straighten. Cam, separate your arms a little bit more away from your body. Good. Now everybody, pull the back of your head towards the ceiling more. For 5, 4, 3, 2, pause with those arms straight back behind you. Squeeze that motor. Now let's open the arms and close the arms. Open and close. Pull your core up. Support your spine. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms forward. Let the handles come in. Shake it all out. And now you're just ready to just switch to the other side. Let's take out the buttons. And then you're going to lie across the motor. Place this top foot in the strap. Top hand's going to reach across. Then you're going to lower the hand to be just on top of the hip. Float the leg up. Kick the leg forward, reach the arm forward and pull back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Good. Forward and back. Good. We're going to do this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and you're going to keep the leg in line with you and then just reach the arm forward. Okay? We're starting this reverse. Bend the knee, bend the elbow. Straighten the arm, straighten the leg. Bend the knee, bend the elbow. Straighten the arm, straighten the leg. Good. And turn your palm to face the ground. Yep. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. So when you bend your elbow, you should be making a 90-degree angle. And when you straighten your arm, it should be shoulder, elbow, wrist going straight out in front of you. For 3, for 2, pause with arm straight, leg straight. 5 circles each direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Now you're going to lift the leg, lift the arm. Lower the leg, lower the arm. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift. You can always take the hand out of the strap. Good, Emily. Or the foot if it's too much on either your hip or your shoulder. For 3, 2, 1. Lower the leg down. Reach the arm above your head. Get a little bit of a stretch. Then you're going to just bring the hand back towards your hip. Bring the leg forward. It can still be resting on the ground. Straighten that arm out and float it up. And now push that shoulder away from your ears. And then you're going to float the leg up. I just realized I forgot something. Okay, we're going to bend the knee, bend the elbow. Straighten the arm, straighten the leg. Bend the knee, bend the elbow. Straighten the arm, straighten the leg. Good. We're just doing these bend and straightens. Feel the difference when you have the load now from the motor. Has to work a little bit harder. Good. Now check out your knee. Make sure your top knee is not rotated. Your legs should be parallel to the ground. For 5, 4, 3, 2. And you're going to keep the arm straight, leg straight. Let's paint 5 circles each direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 circles the other direction. 5. We're not going to be done after these circles. 3, 2, 1. Switch the leg placement, switch the arm placement. So arm comes forward, leg kicks back. Arms reaching straight out in front of you. Straight arm, straight arm. Yes, pull it down a little bit more, Kathy. Now 5 circles each direction again. 5, 4, 3. Good, Emily. 2, 1. 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the strap back in. Rest the foot down. Nice and circled in those 2 ball and socket joints. Keep that foot in the strap. You're going to just rotate towards the motor, bringing your hands on. Find the plank position that works for you. Remember, you can always be on your knees. Just get those hips flat, and you can be floating this top leg and go doing like this. If a knee plank works for you, you always can do that. But find your hardest plank position that you can maintain. Come up into it. Rotate the eyes of the elbows forward. And bend the strapped foot in. And in. And in. And in. Good. In. In. Good. For 5, 4, 3. You're going to keep the leg floating. 2. Keep the leg floating for 1. Now we're going to open and close. Open and close for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees in. Sit up tall. Shake the arms out. Good, everybody. Now, just bringing that foot out of the strap. Let's flip the motor so that the arm bar is going to be facing behind you. We're going to get a little bit of cardio in. Get everything to wake up, since you've hardly been working them so far. You're going to put in a button on each side, and we're going to come to a standing position. Okay? Stand up tall. Let's start with the right foot on the motor, and your feet are going to be parallel. Right foot's going to be on the motor. Your feet are going to be parallel. And you're going to have both hands in the straps. Now, I've put a button in on each side. Depending on how your shoulders are feeling, go big. Okay, hands are going to come slightly in front of the body. And from here, legs are parallel. Squat down and up. Squat down and up. Good. Now, keep those elbows slightly in front of the body. So when you hinge forward slightly when you squat, when you come forward and up, you push into the straps for 5, 4, 3, 2, and on this one, hold down. Now we're taking that right arm, punch it across the body. Punch across, punch across, punch across, punch across. Good, good, good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate back to center and hold. Shift all the weight back into that right leg. Bring the hand slightly forward. Bring the left knee up to meet right hand. Up, and we're going to go fast, as fast as you can. Up, 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 up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay low. Now we're just going to squat over and switch. And squat up, then down. Stand up, then down. You're going to keep both elbows bent. We're just squatting up to start. Good. We're going to add in a punch on this one. When you stand up, you punch across. Now, your hips don't move from staying in between the knees. Don't shift all the weight into your standing leg. And rotate. And rotate. For 5, 4, 3. We're going to go into those quick knees up. Last one. Stay low and switch and knee up, 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 up. As fast as you can. Find what works for your body. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring both feet on. Balance. Drop your hands down to your side. Palms are facing forward. Front foot. Does not matter which one's in front. You're going to hinge forward, placing all that weight in that front foot. Float your back leg. Arabesque. Now bicep curls. Palms are facing forward. Arabesque bicep curls. With all the work that we've done to turn on the ball and socket joints, These floats should feel a little easier. Bend, bend. For 5, actively push out of your leg. 3, 2, 1. Hinge yourself upright. Elbows are bent. Bring the leg to tabletop in front of you. That front leg should be in tabletop in front of you. Your elbows are bent, making a 90-degree angle. Holding here. Now it's going to be a hinge forward, kick back as you reach the arms forward. And then bring yourself upright, bringing the arms back in. You kick back, you reach the arms forward. You come back up. Challenging that balance. Kick forward, reach forward. Sorry, kick back, reach forward. Come back up. Last 2. 1, 2. Bring yourself upright. Let's switch what foot's in front. Woo. Now you're going to turn your palms to face your body. Hinge forward, arabesque. Float that leg up. Now we're going to bend and straighten your elbows. Good. Y'all are going to be all ready for the Santa Rosa Ballet. All your arabesquing. Float that leg up. Bicep curls, hammer biceps. For 5, 4, we're going to go straight into the hinge up. 2, 1, hinge upright. Bring that leg to tabletop in front of you. Then we're going to hinge forward, kick back, reach the arms forward. Bring yourself upright, bring the leg back to tabletop. Hinge forward, kick back, reach forward. Bring yourself back up. Hinge forward, kick back, reach forward. 3 more of those. 1, 2, last 1, 3, and bring yourself upright. Place one foot down, then the other foot down. You're straddling your motor, hinge forward. Let the straps reach towards the home position. Release your straps. Let your body just hang. Take a big inhale, exhale. Build your spine back up, 1 vertebra at a time. Float your arms up. Send your arms out to the side to make a T. You're going to bring your left arm overhead, right arm in front, side bend. Pull your ribs down to bring yourself upright. Now, arms are out to the side. Pinch your collarbones. Lift the chest up. Then you're going to bring your left arm on top, right arm on the bottom. Give yourself a hug. And you're going to rotate, 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 rotate. Then you're going to open your arms back out to the side. Bring your right arm overhead, left arm in front, side bend the other direction. And then pull your ribs down, bring your arms back out to the side. Pinch your shoulder blades as you lift your heart up. Then your right arm is going to be on top, your left arm is going to be on the bottom. And you're going to rotate, 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 rotate. Shake it all out. Fantastic job, everybody. Happy Friday.